and me, who's been in the thick of this Joe Budden shit with me for 20 plus years, like you rookie niggas that came out for 1 second, uploaded one little video, like had one little grand moment in the spaces. That ain't enough for me on my book. That ain't shit. It's niggas that have really been here through the tough times. You
So
new
you
niggas,
saying this
y'all
nigga is
ain't been through
like
shit.
wet behind
You
the
know,
ears? He ain't
you
got
know
enough
what,
skin in the game with you.
you know what these new niggas is like? The new niggas is like when Savon started coming on tour. When everything was a 5-star hotel and Carbones and fucking the venues are beautiful. Everybody got their own backstage. Everything is great now. But that wasn't what it was then. We was on the chitlin circuit. So that's what these new niggas are to me. But I love them.
I just love how you spent so much time. You're like, Jameson, you're not him. You're not the Ricky. But then there is no Ricky. So it's
So
giving
you said
chaos.
nobody won over Jameson. That's
There's a
crazy.
few rookies.
No, nigga, it's me.
There are. I don't even like how his voice is getting squeaky on me. Yeah, nah. Then you
I
had
just
half
muted
the
everybody. Go
cast
ahead, bro.
ready to fucking fight you. Like, yeah, nah. I don't know. I'm not rolling with Jameson. Yo, please raise a hand. Please raise a hand if you have something you want to get off of your heart. We in here having a blast, having a good time. I see my man Parks down there. Feel better, bro. I see my man Danny down there. Huh? Huh? Oh, my
Why
girl
isn't he up here?
Maria's down there. Maria, you always got so much to fucking say. Why don't you come up here? That's my girl right there, Maria and Jan.
Just invited a few people up.
I gotta go for real. But Joe, what you did do was mentorship right there. But
Jameson, how many
we'll leave it
8
mentors do you
o'clock,
alone.
have?
I'm gonna
nigga.
catch y'all later.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We
That's
on
it.
it.
That's it. Hope everybody show up. You know what I mean?
I'm there.
Joe ain't coming to that bullshit.
That's
No,
it.
Micah, I don't know if you was in the you wasn't there because you got a beef with them niggas, but I told them over there that I'm a pop up when some of the liars and lie tellers are around. We gonna get to the business.
You gonna wake it the fuck up then?
Oh, you bet. My middle name is Wake It the Fuck Up. And
Oh, all
Anthony.
right.
I
Yeah,
listen to all these spaces and everybody keeps calling everybody a liar. So what is the truth? What is a lie?
There is no truth.
Oh, wait, expound some girl.
I listened to the one where Rory was in Danny's, I believe. That shit was funny as hell. And then I listened to a couple days later when Joe was like, yeah, all that, you let a lot of shit go off in here, Danny. That was some bullshit. And you were calling people liars too. And everybody just keeps calling everybody a liar. So how do we get to the real? Is Jameson going to be the one to do it for real?
Listen, man.
I don't think he deserves it.
Can y'all hear me? Uh
Uh-oh. What's
I'm
up?
shopping in the streets of Manhattan.
Sound like party.
Yeah.
Oh, you out there spending some of that money,
Yeah,
spending
man.
some of
I'm
that
spent.
pod critiquing
I'm
money.
at Reese right now. But as far as I don't know, yesterday was kind of weird. But I don't know why Jameson's so obsessed with being Rookie of the Year. That kind of hurts me to see someone claim Cobb as their mentor. Shit is weird out there, man.
Shout
Do
out
you
Cobb.
think that Jameson should win Rookie of the Year over you?
I don't think. I don't think. I don't want to win Rookie of the Year. To be clear. And Jameson don't post enough, so I don't see why he's even in the conversation.
Do you think that Jameson deserves? I don't know how long you were here. I don't know what you heard or didn't hear. Do you think that Jameson deserves that type of mess in his space tonight?
I feel misguided by Rory. Rory said he's going to join me. He's joining Jameson. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. But no, I don't. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think. I don't think you and Rory are going to be allowed to be with each other. I think that's not going to happen. Just based on stuff I know. But yeah,
What you know, nigga? Fuck out of here.
I mean, you're always trying to withhold information from me. So this time I'm withholding information from you. Nah, I'm not. I don't think Rory is going to speak with you. That's all. Not on the Twitter space.
You think he tried to monetize it?
All right. Well, I might be free around 8 o'clock. I know that.
You'll be there, but I think the moment you step on that stage, I don't know if you're gonna be allowed to talk to Rory. I think he's done with you, man. I think he's done with you. All I have to say
I
about
don't
that.
think Roy wants
But
that smoke either, for real, for real.
I don't know, man. Joe's the way with Garrett is like even if Rory is up there, it's hard. I don't know. I think Rory's in a tough spot to me if he does debate Joe in a Twitter space.
I
I
ain't gonna
think this
front.
is
Joe might
Danny's way
kind
of
of give him
stepping on
party.
Jameson's space because why are you coming in here talking about he's not going to give it up? I feel like this is you stepping on the young man's space right now.
That's a good narrative. I fuck with that.
He's jealous.
So Jameson is getting guests that you can't get, right, Danny?
Rory was on my thing last week, but
So he
remember
lied to you and said he was gonna fuck with you, and then he fucked with him instead.
no, he was on the thing last week.
More lies.
He was though. I remember when you said you was gonna confront Rory, but you was at a dinner and you couldn't come up because you was at a dinner. Remember that?
Yes, I was eating.
Oh, you was eating, huh?
Yes, very busy that night. Sorry that we're not there for your entertainment and monetization.
No, because you. I haven't even put any of the content up.
Danny, hey, real quick, how much you making? How much you making off us? It's just me and you in here. Come on.
I don't. You trying to audit me?
No, not at all. I don't want to see accounting.
Well, too bad, buddy. Invest in the network. I'm not gonna tell you how much I make here. Just know I make good enough. Thank you, Joe.
Good enough to keep going, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not making shigs money.
Can you give us a range?
Nope,
5 figures.
nope. Maybe I'll unveil that on my Patreon.
Oh,
Yo,
Danny, I caught that chick smoke you just lit in right there. I caught it.
What smoke? Like right here, right now? Because I've been doing it in my videos too.
He been dissing Chigs, trying to get his attention for
Oh,
months.
you standing on it now, Danny? Ooh.
Was that Feats?
Yeah, I ain't never see you stand like that before, but go
I
ahead, get your shit
I
off.
stood I stood I stood yesterday against a couple people.
Oh, I didn't tune in for that one, baby.
You was there.
Danny, you were fighting on Christmas?
Fighting on Twitter space. That's not real fighting, but
No, Danny has been taking nothing but shots at chicks and Ice for I don't know how long. And if y'all think it's a coincidence that Ice sat down with chicks to do a one-on-one interview, y'all gotta be out your mind. That was a
Yeah, they
direct
played. They
shot.
played Danny. Danny ended the year bad.
I did not end the year. I just dropped
100%.
four. I just
He
dropped
ended
four.
the
But wait,
year
why you
bad.
got smoke for them, Danny? What's the real tea?
You
Why
trying
you
to
got
you
smoke for
trying to
them?
leave me that
He
path?
ended the year with Charlemagne and academics video.
That shit doing good though. Don't you mad? But yeah, four videos today. I think I'll bounce back after a minor setback. I mean that Ice interview. I mean so much was revealed. I don't know how I'm gonna recover. That's like when you sat down with Adam 22. Great interview.
And then you gonna have Jameson tonight, so you could definitely get some stuff off of him.
I mean Jameson got two bids.
I mean,
It's a lot of hate, Danny.
That's
Like,
that's a fact. I always remind Jameson of that. You have two
so you saying
videos.
they your son? Them niggas is your son,
Who's my son?
like Jameson and shit.
Jameson is not my son. I want to encourage him to post more. I think something's wrong with my phone, but I think they're a little too involved in this Twitter space stuff and not making content.
Listen, Danny, I'm gonna tell you the real reason why you get all this hate. Nobody else gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you the objective reason.
Uh
The
oh.
real reason why you get all of this hate is because you secretly love the snoo fest of the pod with Rory Maul, but you get all of your views and attention off of Joe Budden. And so whenever you post the Joe Budden content with his name plastered, it does the views, but the content of what you're saying is always skewed towards Rory Maul, even though they podcast
Man,
is
he
going
doing the
raw
work.
as hell.
Yeah, I think I've been pretty open about my critiques of Rory and Mo. I don't think I'm biased towards Rory and Mo. I think when I started my channel, I could definitely see I was a hurt fan, man. I was mad with the breakup. That may sound corny, but I was more pro Rory and Maul. But as time went on and I started making more videos, I kind of saw Joe's side a little bit more. So I think now I'm in a better spot than I was when I started. But I can see the bias then, but I definitely don't see it now.
No, but it's still now because it's like you still big up. When I say you're pro Rory and Maul, I don't mean their podcast because that's boring. I think that's gonna be dead by the end of 2024.
That's
But
hate too.
I'm talking. It's facts. Maul don't even show up. Like Rory was on there talking to a chair. He really wanted to fire Maul. How Joe fired Rory,
But
but
that's hate though. The
he ain't got
Rory and
he ain't
Maul's
got he
pod
ain't,
is
he ain't
fine.
he don't got enough backbone. But anyway, you like big up the nostalgia of the podcast in terms of Rory and Maul, and you big up that in all your videos, totally discounting the fact that this present day version of the podcast is actually the biggest it's ever been, the most impactful that it's ever been. And instead of highlighting that point, you keep going back to 2017, 2018. And I think that's
Talk
the
to
real
him.
reason why you get the
You
hate.
want me to agree with you, but I still stand on that. I think the era with Joe, Rory, and Maul is by far the best. It's like Stone Cold, The Rock.
That's not replying to what he said.
That is replying to that. I don't know. All
No,
right,
it's not.
all
He
right,
he's
tell me.
he's he's speaking to you about a fact, not an opinion. The
How is that a fact?
fact
It is it is
by
a fact.
numbers, by sheer
It is a
numbers, is a fact.
Tell me the numbers, Joe.
dog. I've been
What do you
listening to
want to
this.
know?
You said by sheer numbers. You introduced numbers. I thought you had them at the ready.
I do. I just posted them. I just published them. You didn't see them?
Oh man, you mean the guy that used to tell me it wasn't about numbers, it's about impact is
But
now
you don't want to
showing up.
talk about your numbers with that money and how much you make.
If Joe tells
Mm,
everybody here how much money he makes, I'll tell you how much
Danny.
money I make.
Anyway, you're ignoring the point. The point is, you can deny it all you want, but the fact remains that the show is bigger than it's ever been. It's
I
just
don't
it's a bigger product than it's ever been.
define
That's it.
bigger. Define bigger.
More people
Just look.
watching and listening.
You're making more
More
content.
people. More no. More people. What do you think comes along with making more content? You know, because you
Oh,
just upped
okay.
yours.
I
More
got you.
viewers, more subs, more downloads, more everything. By any metric you want to use, the pod is much bigger today than it's ever been.
Yeah,
Now,
I was
that don't negate your creative point, right? Because there's mad people that feel like you. That's a creative point. There's no argument in a creative argument. But the numbers are the numbers.
I would you was number one when you was at Spotify, right? Right?
Where was the
Until we
podcast
were
market at
not for
that
like a
time?
year and a half.
You was number one when you was at
Until
Spotify. Right?
they started doing their little tricks.
At the time everybody was copying your whole swag of the Friends Who podcast, right? I just feel like you had more impact back then, but I think the pod is still great now.
Oh, that's cap. Oh, you capping. I'm done with you. You
Yeah,
capping.
you want me? I
You
can't. I'm
taping
not
me.
going back down,
You
man.
taping me and you capping.
I'm not taping you. I'm not. I have not released any of this. Other people have. Somebody got 4,000 views off of that space. That hurt my soul. But you know. But nah, I stand by that. I still feel like even you posting numbers says a lot to me because I remember when you said you never posted numbers.
What does it say to you, Danny?
It's just a change in the way Joe operates. Like I remember when he would never post numbers. Now he does that. That's not bad. I remember Joe reflecting and said that he posted numbers for other
But
people.
how do
So
you
maybe
feel about it though? I feel like you feel a kind of way about it.
I feel kind of way like how? Like I'm not mad. Why would I be mad?
What do you think your place in the Joe verse is?
I mean, I
I
come in
feel,
that game don't want to talk much points.
That,
I love how I take over, but now I feel like my place in the Joe verse is I don't know. It's growing. I gotta figure that out. I'm only 2 years in.
So you grew, but we didn't in 2 years.
I was
Oh,
just about to make that
That's
point. God damn it.
that's crazy.
I'm growing like ice, dog.
You got
I'm
it, big
evolving.
dog.
I think you mad at that. I'm
there's
not.
never there's never been this many subgroups, subcategories profiting off of the content that Joe makes in the history of his podcast. Like there's Danny, there's you. I give it up to you because
Wait,
you're
wait a
consistent.
second. Wait a second. I'm
Dan,
gonna.
Dan, Dan, hold on,
No,
let me
you're right.
finish.
You're right. You're right.
Danny, 'cause I'm speaking from a point of fact. Danny, there's you. I highlight you. You've been number one in this year. There's Chicks. There's Menace to Society. Like there's a whole ecosystem of dudes making money off of simply reviewing
My
the
brother.
content that Joe makes. It's
My
never been this impactful.
my brother.
And
My
Joe
brother.
pits them all against each other on Christmas Eve and says, "Fight."
My
Joe
brothers and
said the other
sisters.
day he wants people to grow with him. He said
I
it
just want to make
clearly
this
the
one
other day.
point. I just want to make this one point. During the Rory and Maul era, y'all remember Loaded Clips and I forgot his name, Zay?
Super compilations on that era.
Yeah, the compilations were heavy. The compilations were getting hundreds of thousands of views, and they were just all of the love of Rory Maul, Joe. Like, that was it. That doesn't exist now in the same way. There was an attempt to create a new version for the Bionic 6, and that did not get any views. I saw that guy, and I think there's a reason for that.
If
That's true, but that
in
doesn't
the old era,
necessarily make it better.
in the old era, if Joe ever took a show off, it was a snooze fest of a show. It was a snooze fest. If you take Ish off of this last episode with Dr. Umar and you replace it with any one or two of those two people on that couch, entirely different episode. Entirely
To
different
be
episode.
fair, the one time I don't think Rory and Maul prepared for Joe to be absent. It seems like Flip is a different type of dude than Rory and Maul when it comes to content, but those guys were great for what they did.
You just said they didn't prepare and then said they were great. That is a contradiction.
No, that's not what I said. I said they didn't prepare for that episode. I think that the episode you're referencing to me, I remember. I think Joe just didn't. Something happened with Joe, or Joe left mid episode.
I mean, my main
Not
thing
that one. They
is
did a full episode without Joe too, I think.
they did, and it was terrible. And it's
It
like,
was terrible though. It was terrible, but yeah.
I mean, I'm
and and
sure
and
it's.
even and, and
Go ahead.
even and even and even now, like say Joe is there, like in the past, I know we like to romanticize about it because that's where it first got started. But even then, the focus of the conversation was heavy on Joe. At no point could
Joe
he
was
play
not
the.
allowed to mute up with the old crew.
At no point was he allowed to be the B mic. At no point was he allowed to be the C mic. On this year, it's been so many times I've seen people in the community say, "I wish Joe would take another episode off because the chemistry was so good."
I
Like
know.
Facts.
Flip will have his highlight moments. He's his shooter.
That's true.
Ish is a freaking star. He's gonna be I believe this past Umar episode, he created separation between him and the other co-hosts. Joe, you probably don't like to hear this vocalized, but this is just a fact. Ish is the star. I know we brought Flip on to probably be the B mic, but Ish is the B mic. I'm sorry. Ish got Flip got to be more consistent. But in terms of this current edition of the show, I've never seen a more relaxed more I can see Joe more relaxed, not because he has more co-hosts, because he has people that he can actually rely on to keep the conversation going and to still provide that
Exactly.
entertainment factor.
It's great. The show is great now, but I still think that I've never laughed as hard as I did when it was Joe, Rory, and Maul.
So you're talking about personal opinion as opposed to objectively an objective outlook. Because if
No,
you're talking about personal opinion, that's fine. I'll
I,
bow down to that. But in
I think I
terms of
have
like
facts.
what facts, number wise is not better,
You just
impact
said
wise is
it was
not better.
because you didn't laugh as hard. Like, nigga,
No, I
nobody
mean
laughed. Nobody
I'm
laughing
trying
as
to.
hard as they used to laugh in this economy.
I mean, it was pretty fun. I think it was tough back then, but nah, I think you laugh harder when shit is really bad too. But as far as Rory and Maul, I think the show was a bit different when Rory and Maul were allowed to joke on Joe in a different way. Like you could really clown Joe. I thought that was some of the funniest moments. I don't think that happens much now, to the extent that it did back then.
Yeah, because he has co-hosts that's not as sensitive now, with the exception of Mel, of course.
And
But
Flip,
I think the show
now,
have a lot more focus.
Did anybody see how Ish was shaking his foot when it started getting real tense with him and Umar?
that's
Let me
just
see.
Ish thing. My POV. It's just always shaking that foot whenever he
No,
about
no,
to
no, no.
like
I was
just go
watching.
off.
I was watching hard. These last two joints, hard body, like analyzing, and he was chill, very chill. But once Umar had him on the fence, it was like Umar came through King Kong. Umar stepping crazy, and he had is shaking his foot heavy on the topic when he was talking about if like where does his like damn where his money goes, like how does his wealth go into his family or whatever. It just started shaking, his whole foot just started
It
shaking
was a
during that
stress
whole time.
response. It was a stress response.
And then also Ish try to slide in there real quick. Well, I hope Dr. Umar caught some FBI shit. Ish try to slide in, y'all, I'm gonna give you some money. He better not try to give Umar no money until he get that snow bunny out of his bed, because we ain't rocking with that. And then another thing though that I wanted to say, I just want to get it out quick. Um, what Umar did say about separating the two black people, I know we're not trying to get two civil rights in here, but when you're talking about separating the two black people, the people that do want to idolize the white lifestyle, going out there getting the Doritos, still buying that stuff, the Snickers and all of that stuff, knowing what it's doing to our people in Ghana, the cocoa, all that stuff, you know what it is. You can buy black. Right now, I don't do it, but I told my wife like, tonight, let's go get grape jelly black. If we like it, we're gonna rock with it. If we get peanut butter, let's rock with it. Whatever we gotta get that's black, let's order it on Amazon. Let's order it from the people. And I'm just saying it because there's a lot of black people on here, and we gotta further the conversation, not just let them have the conversation, let it be a podcast. We have to actually take action. I want to
I
say
like
that.
strawberry jelly and
Whatever you
jam.
want to do, player,
Grape
strawberry,
is
whatever you want to
superior.
do. Whatever you want to do. Just get crazy.
And hold on, I got some because I don't want to make it too civil rights, but I've been accused of being a bunny lover. Um,
You in training, my brother.
is it worse to be a scammer or a bunny lover? Which one is worse? Let's weigh it.
A
Bunny
bunny
lover.
lover. A
Bunny
bunny lover.
bunny
Oh my
lover.
god.
Nah,
A
it's
bunny
way
lover.
worse to be a
Damn.
scammer, y'all. Come
Hey
on.
yo, listen, listen.
A
We
scammer
are
steal people lifestyle away.
listen, you gotta understand what bunny hopping does though. Like for real, for real. When you go and talk to a white woman and you give her your DNA and you give her your brain power, even another white man, you talking to another white man, you giving him your intellectual property. These things are no good, man. Like, I mean, it's cool to have a white dude around, that's your man that's rocking with you or whatever. Like, it's different. Some, like he said, like, I gotta get to this point. You said that Umar started the pod off of being racist. Y'all are shitting on Umar about him saying people being racist, but y'all not talking about him saying that people aren't, I mean, people are bigots, but they are racist. They can be racists and not bigots. So y'all going in, oh, he's a racist, a racist, a racist. So what? All of y'all are racist on this joint right now. When y'all see a black person in the elevator, you looking at them twice. When you see a white person walking down the block, you looking at them funny. An Asian person, you looking at them funny. I'm from New York City. Let's just be real.
Oh, you
Everybody
just
has
called us all racist.
Everybody is racist, but everybody not bigots. Everybody's not bigots. Do you know the
No,
definition of it?
no.
Everybody wants control. Everyone in here wants some sort of control, whether it's with your family or your race or whatever. You want control. Stop fronting. You're
But
fronting.
what
Don't
if you're a
front.
power bottom? Do you
Ah,
want
come on. Now you're
accept?
being funny. You being funny. You
What does power
you being
bottom
funny.
mean? Like, what's the powerful
Yo, how
part?
can you come up here and call everyone racist, bro? That's foul as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you.
Dub, I disagree with you a little bit because I think the point of what Umar is saying is that racism is a systemic system that is set up to empower those based off of race to have power, over the economy and over another race. I mean, I don't want to wake it up about black people can't be racist, but that's for another day. But I think that's what his point is that you can be prejudiced, you can be bigoted, you can have other opinions based off other things, but racism is an economic system.
I
So
agree.
it's systemic is his point. So when he's talking about every white person is racist, I get that it sounds crazy, but I think Umar is known for saying things that sound wild but has foundational truth to it. Sometimes people think it's a half truth, but he's pretty much just saying every
No,
white person
because no, I'm sorry to cut
profits
you off,
off.
because systematically, right? Systematically, he's saying, right? I get you on an individual level, is Parks out to hate us, right? But at
No,
or
and
that would be a big that would be bigotry, right? That would be bigotry, right? The hate would be
yeah, that's
bigotry,
big.
right? So now, but did Parks get up there and say, "Yo"? I denounce all of the privilege that I have of being white. I got this car, whatever. I got the Grammy nominations. I got all of that. I don't want nothing no more. I'm throwing all of that away just to be pro-black. I don't care what nobody got to say. This is what I'm doing. That's what Umar was. I'm not saying Parks got to do that. I'm just saying like that's what he was talking about. Are you gonna put yourself in the front, in the privilege, and die for that as a white man for us? And that becomes a serious topic. And no, and all y'all niggas is bullshitting about that. That's the real deal.
That's
But
because half the niggas won't do that
Can I
shit.
ask a
I
question? I
feel
want to
like
ask a question for a
Umar
minute.
said that too. I'm just saying he clearly said if you ain't gonna die for this shit, don't stand up for it. Y'all niggas is talking because y'all ain't ready to die. Niggas, I'm out here. I'm just saying. I'm out here in the
I feel
streets
like
every
you
day.
can
Niggas is ready to
benefit
die.
from racism without being a racist, though. So, like, just
Right.
because Parks is white and because whatever, and he benefits from his skin color does not mean that he is a racist. He benefits from the system of racism, but I don't think that he's like actively like contributing to it or anything like that. So, I think that there's a difference.
But I
Right.
think what Umar is saying is that just by pretty much existing, like white people participate in the racist system just by, pretty much just playing their role in it.
Right. And the point
Because
Yeah,
if
you
you're
think
not
you
also,
think
speaking out,
but
if you're not
the
speaking out against it, you're not really doing shit. That's like what he's saying. If you're not
right,
trying to die about it, you're not really about it.
right. And I think again,
yeah.
the I think inherently the point is that this is not something you choose. It's what you're born into. It is what it is. Like there is nobody, like he said, he made the point that the poorest white man in the backwoods of Alabama that is, on welfare, has no money, has no teeth. At the end of the day, if they take a shower, they comb their hair, they clean themselves up, they have more of an advantage over you if you have a degree, made money, et cetera, et cetera. That essentially is a system of economic oppression against people of color, aka black people. So that's what we're saying is you profit off racism whether you contribute to the system or not.
No, I know that
Can I
because
ask?
that's why I'm trying to say that's what makes a white person, right? That's not a bigot, racist. That's why that still comes out to being that everyone is racist. Because if he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna denounce his privilege. He's not gonna do that. Like when it's the pod, right? And I just started watching the pod not too long ago. And I fuck with the pod heavy, right? But when I watch it, I be watching. I don't agree with Danny with the Rory and Maul niggas because I hate them niggas. I hate looking at them and all that. Like they corny to me. But like Ish and Ice just look more swaggy. Like you know what I'm saying? They got more swag. Niggas is more swaggy. So fuck them other niggas. But however though, they shit is cool too sometimes. But whatever. This the pod when Parks come in and Joe be like, yo, you got the Timbs on. Oh, Ice, you ain't fucking with Parks like that. Got the Sherlin on. That shit is cool. It's fly. I got a white friend and all that. A nigga dressed like a black nigga, tattoos and all that too. But at the same time, Joe do put Parks in his place sometimes. But you really gotta always put a person in a place, put them in a place, and let them know what it is. I do see Joe be doing that sometimes, but you gotta always do that to these niggas because they don't know, and they not gonna denounce their privilege.
Wait,
So
what do I be
But
doing?
wait, Parks Tim's ain't got nothing to do
Yo, this
with
is
privilege.
crazy.
What
Y'all
Parks
got
got
right
That
back
was
to
a
this
wild
civil.
left
Y'all got
turn.
right back to civil rights. Right back to civil rights. This is beautiful. Does anybody in this place have anything fun to talk about?
Um,
Well, I wanted to ask you, man. I had a few questions for you.
No?
You don't think that you hear me?
I think everybody's unmuted. Who's this up here? The name with a hand raised. What's up?
I
Joe, do
wanted
you
to
hear
know they
Dash?
was they was saying that
I
TD
don't hear
Jakes
Yo.
Dash
was
at all.
they
Okay,
was
Dash,
saying
you're gonna have to go and come back. He gonna have to bring you back. Everybody else can hear you, but Joe.
Okay,
Oh
sounds good. Give
shit!
me a second.
Everybody can hear him but me. Let me take my
Yeah,
headphones
you
off.
can't hear Dash. He's
yeah.
gonna go down and come back up. We'll let you know when he comes back.
All right, bet.
I was
Yeah,
wondering.
y'all.
They said TD Jakes was a power bottom. What is the powerful about power bottom? Because I asked my timeline, and the gay
They
people
say he
wouldn't tell.
be at Diddy parties, girl, doing
I don't think this is
power
what he
bottom
meant by
stuff.
fun.
This is not fun. That's foul. It's Christmas, the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
that's not the
basically when they put
definition of
some
fun.
mistletoe on it. You know what I'm about to say.
So
All
no one's
right,
gonna
now
answer
hold on
her.
now, Micah.
I'm sorry. What was
Well,
your
I guess
question?
I'll give the politically correct definition. All right. So power bottom, I think is a man and a man thing, and you on the bottom. I feel like Joe had an episode on this before. Um, am I wrong?
Even if I did, nigga, don't bring it back up. Pause. Fuck out of
My
here.
bad, my bad. Yeah, it's just a male on male, dynamic going on, and somebody want to be the bottom person.
But I think it's like whenever you like throw it back crazy or something like that, like you're powerful on the
Why? Yeah.
bottom.
What's the powerful piece?
Like, guess you just be throwing that shit back.
I don't know. Maybe it's because
This
people
is so
see you as
foul.
maybe.
It's
This
it's
is
I don't
it's
even
really
want to
someone who
fucking
gets
speculate
long.
at this
more
point.
active from that position than normal.
I got nothing though. He said he wasn't gonna address it and kind of addressed it by saying he's not addressing lies. That's addressing it.
Yeah, he addressed it. I don't know
Right.
what he was up there talking about. That was an address,
That's what I was saying.
and the address didn't really address. Yeah, forget it.
Dash is back too.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead
The
and
way
mute up,
he
Joe.
addressed it, he
Say,
kind
say
of
it in TD Jakes
admitted a
mode.
little bit.
Like he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna get up on the what the people was saying was, oh, he didn't address it or no, he didn't address the rumors, but then he got up there and said, yeah, I'm not gonna use my pulpit to say, to address anything that's a lie.
But
Well,
do we know where these rumors even came from? Was there ever like a
a girl
substantial
on
source?
TikTok. Literally, it was a girl on TikTok talking about allegedly and this and that. It made its way over to Twitter. I mean X, oops, whatever. Sorry, Elon. And then after that, it just was wildfire. Like people just kept regurgitating it. And then there was some people like, wait, hold on. This shit picking up a lot of legs. Where did we actually get this from? And then when you go back, it's just the fucking girl on TikTok. And then she made another one saying like, "Oh yeah, he mentioned me. He said he wasn't gonna say nothing." Like she was basically bragging about how, he mentioned her on something or whatever. But
So
it
You
where
want
So
to
really
know why
you're
they
is
saying
doing
this
that?
how
has
right,
fucking
this
cool,
has
She was
cool.
no
clout
factual
chasing.
basis.
Joe, you muted everybody and yourself.
there you go. It probably was just like alleged, like she said how allegedly this, allegedly that, but she never said where she got it from. And then she also kind of threw in there about, Cassie kind of turning over more stuff and all this stuff that's gonna be, was now submitted in is allegedly kind of coming from that. But the bitch just got it from fucking thin air. Like she didn't say where she actually got it from either. So it's really
But
no truth to the shit.
but TDJ's got a lot of cachet for people to want to come and fact check for you. A lot of times when this type of shit happen, ain't nobody coming behind and fact checking and being like, oh, they lying. A lot of times they just roll with the lie, roll with the joke. So he is good on that point.
So
Yeah,
was
she
it a
was.
lucky guess?
She
Like, was it true?
not okay. Okay, okay.
Maybe some fake
I'm
news.
going to give it to y'all. She was clout chasing, just like that D1 dude who was using Joe name for clout earlier this year. Like she was just clout chasing. Like I don't know if y'all remember, like earlier this year, another viral video went out off of TikTok saying that TD Jakes owns the Shade Room, and then it went viral with that, and everybody started saying, "Oh my God, TD Jakes, he owns the Shade Room. He owns the Shade Room." Only for 2 weeks later, for the owner of the Shade Room to come to double back and say, "Oh damn, we got this wrong. I don't know where they got this information from. That's not even actually true." But when the truth came out, nobody cared because it already spent its time on the timeline for about a week or two, and so
Well, I
now
think
the same.
too, there was some connection there still because it wasn't him per se, it was his daughter, I believe. Her and the woman
Yeah.
that actually owns it are really good friends. Like they're like kind of go to each other's houses close. So they did get it wrong. It's not TV Jakes personally or his family that owns it. They were wrong about that part. But they are very close to the lady that does.
So is this
So you're
TD
not
Jakes
gonna have
thing the
fun.
worst clip culture incident we had this year? Because I feel like there's been so many clip culture moments of shit just going crazy out of nowhere, and I think this might be up there. I don't know.
Well, yeah, TD Jakes has been getting a lot of flack the last. Well, I think it came from that girl, but also I think it also stemmed from this other pastor that's been talking about him a couple months prior, named Geno Jennings. He's been getting on all the mega churches. This goes to what Joe has to say about the Texas mega church. Yeah, it's a guy named Geno Jennings. He has a big church in Philadelphia. He talks about the truth of church. He just preaches one thing, preaches being holy. He doesn't preach all the different denominations. And he's been going in all the pastors that have mega churches, dancing around the church, talking in tongues, speaking about his faith. So it was a lot of stuff coming out of his congregation first, and that's where that stemmed from with that girl. But yeah, it's getting real.
We need a mega church beef doc. That sounds wild. He has a mega church denouncing mega churches.
Yeah, yeah. It's a guy named Geno Jennings, the Truth of Church, the Church of Truth. I'm sorry, and he's in Philadelphia. And when I mean, when you listen to him, man, everybody's gonna go crazy. Even if Joe, you take a second to listen to him, it's content gold. Everything he's saying, denouncing everybody, the Israelites, Farrakhan. I mean, he's talking about everybody. Like, how can you be Muslim and you praying to Elijah Muhammad when he died in 1975 from bronchitis? Jesus don't got bronchitis.
Wait, what the? What's this dude name?
So his name is Gino, Gino. Last name Jennings, Jennings. He has like millions of views online, and he even talked about my pastor. I mean, it's so real. It's good. It's really good content, and if you just want the truth about Jesus Christ, he's really good. And if you watch him, he'll let you know where every other pastor stands, because like if you with Jesus, you with Jesus, you know it's one God. Even you Jew, whatever Muslim, you know it's one God, right? But if what he preaches is just the truth, love your brother, love everybody, and it's like it's different. I mean, it's a different type of thing, and you get to know where every other pastor stands, what their really mission is, kind of based off listening to him, even though he has a mission too. But you get to see kind of because he preaches so true where the mission is, and it's real, man. It's real.
Hold on, Joe. Can we get some church beef real quick?
Has anyone
Yeah,
heard from
I'm clearing
Joel?
some of this stage real quick to make room for some more people that want to
Right.
come
I
Uh,
want
up.
to know, Dub. So you
K,
finna
K,
switch
Where's the
sides?
funk?
Caleb.
Like
That man was
you
all cap.
are you like gonna be set tripping with the churches? Like you finna
Hold
switch
on, see.
sides now?
Hold on. Caleb has
Oh,
some
am I
beef.
gonna set trip with the church? No, no, I'm not set tripping with the church. See, my thing is that I'm a true believer in God, right? And I go with the Spirit, and the Spirit is in me, and
You
Jesus Christ's Spirit is in me. So I do with that. I love my
you
church. My pastor's a great
you
pastor. No, I'm not switching.
you just said that one man is the sole bearer of truth of who's real and
I
who's
did not
and
say
who's
those
not
words. You did
when they
not
come
hear me say
when it
one
comes to
man is the
fast. You
sole
said you
bearer
said
of
you
word.
you
You
said
did not hear me say
you
that.
said if you want to know what pastor is real, tune into this guy because
He
he'll
is
tell you what
real. No,
TD
no,
Jakes
listen,
saying.
listen.
He'll
He
tell
is
you
real.
where so
He
and
is
so saying.
real.
Like, oh
No,
my,
no,
if you look, stop it.
no,
You
no.
clown
Time out, bro.
worship.
What you don't understand? Two things to be true.
He's using
No,
people
time out,
that
bro.
have
Two
a
things to
bigger
be true for
name
a
that
second.
have done
Time out
more.
for a
Like,
second.
Well, hold
Time
Hold
out
on,
for
on,
a
hold
Dub.
second.
Dub.
Hold on,
he's
Dub.
Let
Dub.
Caleb
Let him talk.
finish so you
a
can
great
see what he's
he's a
saying.
great value or D1. Hey, Joe, do not tune into this cat. This is gonna be the latest example of you finding out about somebody that you wish you didn't find out about because some clip about you is gonna go viral and he's gonna start using you as a name. That's exactly
No,
what
bro, that's corny. What you're saying is corny. Listen, two,
it's
two, two
facts.
things could be true. Two
Facts.
things could be true, right? You can listen to somebody, right, that speaks the truth, right? Every pastor speaks the truth. I believe that
Cap.
I believe that every pastor speaks the truth. However, every pastor has their
Bishop Eddie
own
Long wasn't
mission.
preaching no
They have
truth.
their
He was out
own
there speaking
mission, though.
folks.
Like you get what I'm saying? Every man has their own mission. The man is not
Joel
God.
Osteen ain't out there preaching the truth.
The
Some might
man is
preach the
not
truth, but
God.
they be living a lie.
Yes,
Dub,
you are absolutely
I
right.
gotta argue with your premise, Dub. Not every pastor speaks the truth. They might be speaking what they want you to believe is the truth, but that's not always the case, unfortunately. Just because you get ordained and go to school or you get, ahead of a
No,
church doesn't mean you got to preach
I'm
truth.
speaking. I'm speaking when they're talking the word out the Bible. I'm talking when they're speaking that word. I'm not talking
Many
about when
people
they
have taken
speak.
the Bible and manipulated it throughout
I'm not
history.
talking
Facts.
about. I'm not talking about when they do that. I'm not talking about when they do that. I'm talking about when they're truly just speaking it and they're not giving their ideologies behind it.
You mean like reading the Bible basically verbatim?
Yes, yes. When
But
they're
okay, so
talking
I'll
the
stop you
Bible.
even there. Even there,
Okay.
the Bible
Even
has been translated too many times for you to just call that plain truth without doing more
Man,
research.
how did we get this deep off in this stuff?
This is good.
Off
This
Because
is
of
once
good
you
Power
talk.
mention
Bottom talk.
Jesus, that's what happens.
We went from power bottom to power Bible. That's
This is what God does. This is what God
Jesus
does.
is
You
the
see?
number one content
This
creator.
is the Lord here. I'm the deacon too. I'm the deacon at my church. So, sorry.
You give deacon vibes. I love that for you.
I respect where you're coming from, though, but you got to understand, even when you're preaching out the Bible, you got to have more research and due diligence around
No,
those
I respect
translations
that.
you're
No, no,
reading.
no. You absolutely listen. We are all babies in this world. This world has been here for thousands of years, way before all of us. All we can do is try to seek the truth and do what's right. Like if you know what's right, you just do what's right. Like if you know that buying M&Ms is bad because the kids in Ghana out there slaving for the M&Ms, but you out there buying, I don't give a fuck every day. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. But you got a cocoa facility in fucking North Carolina, somebody making cocoa in North Carolina and she black, rock with
What's the
her.
black version of the iPhone? Because you see what they're doing in my country, Congo, of how they are mining the coltan for these iPhones, and yet I feel like we're all sitting up on here with one. But like, is there a black version that we can stop exploiting the people of Congo so that we can, do exactly what you're talking about. Put
Not
me
the
on. Let
research
me
right
know.
now.
The black version of the iPhone.
I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not getting rid of my iPhone. And the thing about it is, it's not our responsibility, like for these companies to be more ethical. These companies just need to be more ethical in how they do shit. Like it's fucked up how it is, but like, why do we have to exclude ourselves from a certain manner of convenience or Apple Pay or this, that, and the third because companies don't want to be ethical? These companies need
As
to step up and be more fucking ethical at the end of the
as
day.
long as you don't
Well,
have a
if you
white
are a
wife, you
consumer
good to
of
do
those
any of this
products,
stuff.
you play a part in that. Like you patron these companies, so you should want
How many
companies to
people
what
on
they
here
do
got an
more too.
iPhone? Raise your hand if you got an iPhone.
Oh, I do.
I got one. I got one.
I'm about to marry a white woman and get an iPhone. How y'all gonna feel about me then?
Yeah, you insane, Micah.
Hey, I'll step down if Ian wants to come on the stage. I've been waiting for him to
Mm-mm.
get up here.
Can I can I
Black Ian or white Ian?
can I pivot?
That's
I
cute.
just want to hear his thoughts on the Dr. Umar, the new
Mm.
Dr. Umar episode.
Do we?
Oh man, come
I
on.
don't.
That's
I
all I
don't
want to
think.
hear. That's all I want to hear.
Why you gotta do Ian like that? I don't understand.
Hey, I like Ian.
I want him to
I
come up here.
personally like Ian. I just want to hear what he had to say about Dr. Umar. That's
I
all.
just think
But this
What
is the
do,
episode.
y'all love
what do
to
you
see
want?
car crashes. That's why y'all want to hear him. Why you want Ian to talk about black Pan African nationalists? Like why y'all want to do this? Like y'all didn't get enough.
Cause,
Exactly.
Why do y'all want to
Cause
see
we just got
a successful Jewish man telling us to pull ourselves by our bootstraps? Talk about Umar. Like come on, y'all. Let's not do this. Love Ian too. He's successful. We get it, but let's not do that to that man. Let him rest.
I don't know. I don't know Ian's points, but some of Umar's message is like a build it type of, a thing. So I don't think it's like some fundamental differences, but it's also some things you probably could agree with as well.
He could. I just don't know if this is the time to have a white man followed up.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We
No
was we was
disrespect to
done
him.
with all the
Uh,
immigration talk, all the racist talk,
yeah, yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah.
Can we talk about that Simone Biles thing? Have y'all all seen that?
Make it up,
Oh
Yes,
sis.
yes,
please.
so
Oh
funny.
Oh, where
yes.
you at,
Hold
Joe?
on. Yo, can I say one thing? They was capping on that spaces yesterday talking about she not ugly though. Like, all right, come on.
oh
For
my
real.
Dub,
Like
Dub,
god.
like
don't do
yo.
that. Dub,
Yo, they
don't
was
do that.
capping.
Yes,
They
Put it
was
on the
wow.
She's
stage,
not
capping.
please.
ugly.
They
She's
was
Deacon,
not
you
ugly.
capping.
cannot say
Listen, listen.
that.
Time out. She's beautiful. Time out. She's beautiful. I'm black. I'm pro all that. She's a beautiful
You're a
woman.
bigot.
No,
You can't say we're all
she's
children of God and then
beautiful.
call a
She's
girl
beautiful,
ugly
but
like
she
that. That's
ugly though. Look,
wild.
you could be beautiful and ugly. Like you could be beautiful, like Beauty and the Beast. You know what I'm saying?
Deacon
Listen,
Dub. It
Why are
was
hey yo,
you
Deacon
saying
listen.
and it
that
was the
lady
We are
beast.
ugly?
all
That lady's
Yo,
not
beautiful in the
people
ugly.
are
eyes of
ugly,
God
bro.
and the eyes of somebody.
Listen, you absolutely right. But people are definitely ugly, man. You got. I'm talking about ugly, not the
To
actual,
you,
like
it's a
looking
preference.
like
That is
like
a
to
matter
my
of
appearance,
preference. That's a
to my
matter of preference.
preference.
So
I'm
what?
sorry.
I mean, why are you saying that lady ugly? I don't think she's ugly.
All right, so I'm
You
be completely honest. Let's be real, be transparent, right? Since everybody want to be honest, she's small, right? She's a great athleticism. She's great. She's
I mean, she's a
fucking.
gymnast. Come on.
Forget about that. I
there ain't a
stop for a
whole lot of
second.
6 foot dudes
You
walking
talking
around.
about
Let's
her
be honest.
winning.
There's some short men out here too. We're not gonna do that.
I forget. I'm giving you. I'm being transparent. I'm telling you everything. You talking about like why you think she's ugly? You asking me a question. So I'm gonna tell you why I think she's ugly. One, she's mad short. She's mad skinny. Her face looks like a fish. Her eyes are mad separated and all
Why
that.
are we
Like,
doing this? Why are we
That's
doing this?
enough, man.
yo,
Why are
you
we
Dub,
doing
telling
this?
Dub,
me to
Dub,
be
you can't
honest.
do that.
You
That's
telling
Dub.
me to
enough.
be honest.
Dub, how
Y'all
tall are
don't
you?
want honesty. Y'all don't want honesty.
Oh, go
Dub,
ahead,
how tall
How
are
ladies.
you?
long have you thought
No,
about
you
this,
have to have
Dub?
some tact, Dub.
It's
Some
mad
tact.
quick. I'm from New
That's not
York. We from Queens.
tactful.
Listen, I'm from New York. Listen, bro, listen. This
Dub,
is
how
quick for
tall are
me.
you real quick? How tall are you real quick?
I'm 5'10".
Oh shit, you
Mm.
ain't say 6'1",
With
man.
the
You in
shoes
trouble,
on
bro.
or with
Damn.
the shoes?
You
Oh,
should have held that one
with
to the chest. You should have held that one to
I
the
look,
chest,
but
dog.
time out though. You see my
the
face on there, right? You
McQueens
see my
on?
face.
Is
You
it
see
with the
my face
McQueens
right there. You
on?
see my. Come on, you can see my face. You can see my face,
Dub,
With
my
the
and
brother,
that's not
I'm here
even
to
a
help
good
you.
picture.
Exit
That's not even.
stage left.
And I'm
You
handsome.
are in a
Dub,
spaces with a bunch of
is it
lovely
5'10" with
ladies.
Tim's?
Exit stage left. I am here to help you.
And
All
Joe,
right, all
you
right.
can make
I'm
Dash
keeping it
come
100
back up
though.
again.
Dub, are you 5'10" with Tim's?
Ice is here
No,
too.
I'm not five
Hulk is
ten with
here.
Tim's. I don't even rock Tim's to keep it 100. I only rock Adidas. I'm
with
old
the
school.
McQueens? with the
I'm
McQueen?
old school. No, no, no. I don't do that. I'm old school, baby. Listen, baby. I'm old school. I got 3 offices downtown in Brooklyn. Okay. I'm good. I'm old school. I'm 5'10". I'm 32 years old. I'm good, baby. You hear me?
Deacon
Good.
Dub,
What
you
y'all
cannot
rating
call
Simone
Simone
1 to
Biles
10?
ugly.
What y'all rating
Yes, I
Simone 1 to
can.
10?
Listen. It's me saying it. It's not you saying it. If you don't think, I say she's beautiful. She's a beautiful person. She's an Olympic gold
How
medalist.
you gonna say
She's
she
smart.
beautiful and turn around and say she ugly?
Cause
It's
a
like a
person could
fish.
be, you could be a beautiful person, beautiful heart, beautiful soul, but be an ugly motherfucker. What you talking about?
We
Whoa.
don't know these people. What are we talking about?
No, ugly looks,
Beautiful heart,
ugly
like
looks, ugly
right,
looks, ugly looks. I'm not
but
talking about.
she has
What
a
would be the
husband that thinks.
appropriate word if he said that he, I guess, I guess what is the more, because a
Not
lot of
attractive.
it,
I'm
it's
not
what
Yeah,
the
attracted
women,
to this
unattractive. He
person.
could
so it's
say I'm
No,
not
you
unattractive. I
attractive.
think
no, you can
Look,
say
I'm
that
from
unattractive
New
you're
is
York
not
City. I'm from
attracted
New
to
York
some.
City, right? I don't know where y'all from. I'm from New York City. Ugly and unattractive is the same word.
No,
What are
but
you
there's a
talking about
difference
right
in
now?
saying I'm unattracted to this person and saying this person is unattractive, blank, period. You saying that
Listen,
is
time
saying
out for
like
a
a
second.
fact
Time out for a second.
versus
Tell me,
your
y'all all
opinion.
capping. Now tell me, y'all lying. If you go to 40 Projects, Left Rack, Jamaica Avenue, and you walk down the block with her right now, all my niggas, you bugging. Y'all lying. Y'all capping.
You need to chill.
Y'all
He
are
might, he
lying.
might,
Y'all
he
are
might
Respectfully,
have a
sir,
lying.
point.
I'm
You
not
can't
walking
bring her
down
through
40
my hood.
projects.
You can't
Sorry.
walk her through my hood. Walk her through
Why?
my hood right
Because
now.
why?
Take
Why
her.
not?
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Listen,
Say,
I'm
hold
from
Because
on.
the project. Look, I'm from the look.
Duh.
I came
If
a
all the
long way.
girls in
I
your
came a
hood
long
fine,
look. I told you. Look, I'm a deacon, right? And I'm from the projects,
don't
and
say
I
that
have an
after
office in
calling.
Dumbo. Right? Look. I'm being honest. This is from the Lord. This is from God. This is from Lord. Look, one thing I don't do, I don't lie. One thing I don't do, I don't lie. So listen, let me tell you this. If you bring her through my hood right now, niggas is gonna milk her for the money and her resources,
is
not
that
off
what
her
you saying her
looks.
man? Is that what you saying her man is doing?
He said
No, I
on
don't know what
God.
he's doing. No. I can't tell you what another man's doing. I'm not gonna do that. But
You
but
just
I'm gonna tell you what
did.
it really is.
He said
I'm just
on
telling you what
God.
it really is. I'm not
On
telling you
God,
what
she's
he's doing.
ugly.
But I'm being
Well,
I'm being honest. Y'all
Me, I'm
not
a
keeping it a
deacon.
hundred. Y'all lying because y'all acting like Joe Budden TV HR. Y'all acting like y'all the HR. Fuck the HR, nigga. Be real.
So
no, we are
what
here
about if one of
protecting a
these
black
ladies walking
queen.
through
And
their
listen, you
hood?
could have your
What would they
opinion on
say
that
about
woman all
her?
you want, but you can't say statements that are blanketed as fact when they're not fact. That's your opinion and disrespectful,
Bro,
but be
you're
respectful when you give
lying.
it.
Bro, you're lying out your
y'all
teeth.
acting like y'all never called nobody ugly. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
we've
Y'all
called
niggas is
people, we've told
lying,
people
bro.
ugly
I don't
plenty of
think she
times. Just
ugly. I mean,
hold on.
I think
I'm taking it off Simone for a second, cause like
Call
I'm
me. Look at
also
me.
from damn Dub shit.
I'm sorry.
I'm also from like Queens. I live down the block from the buildings on Suffern, so it's like I see what he's saying. When you walk certain people through, it's like you don't even gotta say nothing. It's like the unspoken silence gonna tell you everything you know when you walk somebody through the buildings. Like it's just a thing if you from that or been there. Some of y'all done been walked through, and sometimes if you walking through with a nigga and the niggas is talking to you, you know you something. So it's like it's ways. I'm not saying Simone specifically, but there are like ugly people. But
so.
Dub,
You saying
to
that
be
when they
politically correct, hold on, let me just finish my point. But to be politically correct, when you're on a forum like this, you might want to, have a little coof and just say, hey, I don't. To me,
No,
she's
that's the problem
unattractive
with the
or da da da
world.
da.
That's the problem with the world today. It's too much coof, not enough real. That's what Dr. Umar was talking about. Too much coof, not enough real. Y'all niggas is not being real. Be real.
But is it coof or is it being real or is it being disrespectful? Because at some point, it's like being real doesn't have to be disrespectful at the same time. You could be
I'm
real,
not
but you
talking.
ain't
No,
got to
no,
be a
I'm not
disrespectful
talking to
motherfucker
Simone
either.
Biles. No, I'm not talking to her. I'm talking
I'm
to
not talking
y'all.
about her either.
So
I'm
listen. So
saying in
listen.
the terms
If her
of being real, you don't have to be a fucking rude motherfucker at the same time.
No, you're right. You're right. Listen, you're
I
right,
can
my
tell you,
sister.
hey, yo, your wig is up, friend. Pull it down instead of, damn, bitch, fix your fucking wig. That crazy ass wig you got next to me. What the fuck? Like, it's a way to say the shit. Yeah, the wig's still fucked up at the end of the day, but I ain't have to put the bitch on blast.
No,
Hey,
you're right.
You are absolutely right. I agree 1,000 with everything you said. But on the subject of wigs, though, like, what's the polite way of addressing male's wig?
The
Oh my
polite
I
way is
God.
to
well,
hold on,
hold on,
listen,
hold on.
man. You
wait,
don't speak on her wig, man. She is like she levels above this shit, man.
I mean,
Levels.
if I'm joeing them, I'm obviously not gonna tell her while I'm on the couch, like, "Hey, Mel, fix that shit," or they
Joe,
probably might cut it or something. But
Some
you know,
things is
you
just
you
Li-
just
women
you gonna have to
business,
talk
and
to
we
her
gotta
off
stay out of
camera,
The
that
baby.
the
You
joint.
can't do
only
that.
the
Listen,
only diplomatic way you can do
listen,
it is to say that y'all hire somebody for hair now, like to
listen.
Joe, y'all remember the
I
episode
tried
where Joe
jumping in the
bought the wig?
Patreon. I tried jumping in the Patreon comments and letting Joe know, hey, are you still supplying mail with the wigs? If not, we can tell. But if you will, because I like Mel, but she make too much money to be sitting on that couch looking like that.
It's not the wig, it's the stylist. And I just feel like she needs help in that department more than just the wig itself. Because you can supply anybody a wig, but they'll slap that shit on and it might not look the best.
But
But
can I say something, some girl, real quick? And this is to no disrespect to any of you wonderful black kings on the stage. I've never, in all my years of living, seen men more concerned with women's stuff like hair, nails, wigs, frontals. It's interesting to me that y'all are so opinionated on stuff that y'all supposedly don't really care too much about. Like, are we serious? Like, I know it's funny, but this is like a real question. Since when did men become so concerned with beauty? Like, meaning like
Man,
beauty.
if I
Like,
ain't financing it, I ain't gonna really speak on it. You know what I'm
boom.
saying? I ain't about to
Exactly. If
pay
I'm
for
just
male
a
Because I mean,
wigs, so
viewer
I
of
ain't
it's
gonna talk
something,
a sassy
about it.
that's none of
generation.
my business and my concern. I stay out of it. That's women's business.
It's a sassy generation to me. I'm just being honest, and I don't know. No disrespect to any of y'all. I think y'all are amazing, but it's a little too sassy for me nowadays.
honestly, I think that
Wake it
men
up.
have social media just like anything else. They see the influencers putting on the wigs, they see girls doing makeup. It's just more exposure, just like with anything else.
But if
Yeah,
I
I don't.
can't personally give you my personal account and advice on something, I really don't want to speak to it. Like as a man, I can say, listen, you might need to get a different barber because the haircut it ain't really doing what it got to do for you, bro. But I can't speak to that for a woman. I don't know what that's like. I never had a wig. Sorry, nothing, I
So
can't
wait,
speak
hold
to
on.
that.
Are you guys saying that men are not supposed to comment on women's looks, like their wig and stuff like
Are you
that?
buying it?
Yeah. Well, no. Even if you're not buying, let's say I'm not buying it.
No. Then
Um.
then the answer is no.
Well, you
Okay.
see women comment on dudes with fucked up hairlines all the time.
Let them
Not just
But
talk.
that's because they can
I,
relate. They've experienced it. They know what a bad haircut is. I've never had to go buy a wig. Now, if you have, you got that experience, go for it.
Yeah.
and
I don't really understand. I don't really. I think it's very weak and very like they be going probably going to that mental health bullshit again. Like people, you can't tell a woman how she look. Like, I mean, I get saying it a certain way. Now, like if I don't know this woman, she's walking down the street and her dress is a little off, I could pull her to the side and say, "Hey, excuse me, listen, your dress is a little off. You know, whatever. Say it nicely. Maybe she, oh, thank you, sir. Whatever, cool, and keep it moving, right? I'm not gonna address a woman in the street like, "Yo, miss, your dress is fucked up. Fix it. Like, what are you doing?" I'm not going to talk to her like that. Like, that's really disrespectful.
Man, the
But
first thing you would say is get off my dick. That's the first thing you're gonna say.
um
Get the fuck out my face. Get off
that's what
my
a woman
dick.
is going to say, right? That's
No,
what the
that's
woman
what
is going to.
anybody
But
would say.
wait, wait,
Get the
wait,
Wait,
fuck
wait. So
out
wait,
my
wait.
Dub,
face.
so
What are
Dub,
y'all
if
talking about? What are y'all talking about? I was
We're,
gone for a minute.
Pussy
we're,
business, basically.
yeah, we're talking about how should we address women, or can we address a woman about how they look, what they have on, without buying what they have on for them.
They was talking about
Nah, tell
somebody
them what you
wigs
said about
being lifted.
Simone,
They
brother.
trying to sugarcoat. They was talking about the wigs being lifted. Then it had drifted into Mel. They was saying that Mel's wig be shifted. Then we were saying like, what's the diplomatic way to fix the wig? Then Joni was saying that too sassy, paying attention to females' wigs lifting. And then that's the conversation we on now.
Oh wait,
Got
can
it.
you bring
Got it.
Dash up or somebody to
I did
co-host?
that already. I did that
And I got
already.
a question too, Dub, because you was saying you was talking a lot of heat about when the walkthrough that Simone would get. What happened when you walked through the buildings?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you real talk. I'm gonna tell you real talk about me because I speak this. I'm very honest about myself. I was very fat years ago, right? But I
You
lost.
gotta fucking stop it.
Listen,
You gotta fucking stop it right
how I
now.
gotta stop? I always look sexy though. I
But that
always look
You
girl
good.
was
used
fit.
to
You
be
said that
fat
girl looked
and
like a
you
fit.
gave that
No, not
dissertation
fat,
about
chubby, chubby.
Simone.
I call myself fat. I call myself fat. People always call me just chubby. I look good. I'm
Dog,
talking
you
about. I'm talking
five.
about
You
myself.
you was 5'11" and fat. Excuse me,
No,
five
I
ten
said
and
no.
5'10",
five
fat.
Do you
ten,
see my
5'10".
5'10",
face? Hold on for a
in
second.
the
$5'10"
Do
and
y'all niggas
fat.
see my face?
5'10",
Dub,
Dog,
you
you
Do
over
can't
here
y'all
be
Wow,
niggas
looking
talking like
like
see
you
that.
my
wow.
told you.
Dog,
face
you can't be.
though?
You
Like
can't.
I
You
really
can't
look
be
good though.
sub 6 foot and
I
fat,
really look good
and
though. Like,
then
stop off for
speak
a
on
second.
a freaking Olympian? Are you kidding
But
me,
bro,
dog?
I really look good though. Stop it for a
Oh my,
second. Like,
stop
stop for
it.
a second. I'm really dark
Stop.
Show us
skinned,
your arms.
sexy.
Which
Like, for
which
real, for real.
emoji you look like?
I look like the sexy one, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking
No, no,
about. No,
just
I
the circle. You just look like the black
Oh,
circle.
okay, okay. I'm gonna clear some of the stage because there's a lot of people requesting. I do want to hear from some more of these people, uh, and I don't want the guys and girls to have a who looks better argument right now. That's not fun. Let's see. Let the baddies be the baddies, man. Right, Lex? Yep. Let's see who we got in here. Raise a hand if you are trying to come up. I'm leaving some of the ladies up here because just too many niggas, talking, especially on the topic of wigs. Like, what are we doing here? Let's hear from the women so we can learn how to tell somebody that they may need to, do a little something. All right, the women are really talkative. All right, I see some hands. That's a guy. That's a guy. A lot of guys with hands. A lot of guy hands. Any women? Let me go on these requests.
And
Let's
you
see
sure you
here.
looking in request? You gotta look in request, Joe, not the
All right, I'm
actual
in the
space.
request now. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Here's a girl.
And
Here's
you
a
probably see
girl.
Dash in there too.
Why does Dash keep going down?
It keep messing up on
He
him.
got
It's
that
stupid.
rich people Wi-Fi.
He got the Canada Wi-Fi.
Amani never came up here.
And their wigs. To me, that drives me crazy. Stop commenting on women's looks, bro. Let them comment on each other's looks. We'll comment on each other's haircuts and fades and shit. Y'all keep the woman shit to woman business, bro. That's just none of your business, bro.
Thanks, Dash.
All right, I think I requested women to come up here. We'll see
You
if
got
any of
it
them
girl
come.
up here.
What's up? What's up? Talk to us.
It girl's new. Go ahead, it girl.
I don't even see her anymore.
Oh, I see her, but she just came to look good.
Oh, she
Oh
just
no.
went down.
She just went
But
Lena,
down.
Lena is new
let me
too.
ask you a question, Joe. You think male wigs be bad?
I wouldn't answer that publicly.
Thank you. Good answer.
Okay, so if you were to tell Mel about, her wigs, if you thought,
I did what I thought I could do as a man, which is try to help. Right? Like
Offer to
Mel
get her
moved
hair
from,
done,
why y'all
right?
yeah.
don't get like
Or
hair and makeup on set? Like,
yeah.
you
Well,
joke.
hair and makeup on set is a different beast altogether, but I did try to have a hairdresser come through, have somebody with wigs send some. Like I tried, I
See, Joe,
tried.
I think that's probably too direct from Mel versus like somebody that comes and just touches everybody up before y'all, sit down or that final sit down and somebody just comes and bat y'all face, just not necessarily makeup on y'all, but just, get y'all that little last moment before y'all, go on in a second. Somebody just come across, fix y'all up, they tassel Mel's hair, give her a little ooh ooh wop wop, kind of right before. I think if it
Ooh, ooh,
comes off
wah,
more of
wah.
like everybody's getting it versus like direct on her, it might come off a little more receptive for her.
No, no,
I mean, if
no.
he
Women need that differently than men. That's not to hyper focus on Mel, but niggas could sit down with a white t-shirt and a bad haircut and just pod. Women have to put a little more focus and attention into all that shit. So having somebody on set for last looks to do like some little touch-ups on Mel's hair, like I don't really think that's the solution. It has to be handled properly, like before
I
you
mean,
get
from
to
from my
work.
perspective, you try to be diplomatic. Like if you offer, say, hey, some people sending in some hair and blah blah blah. That's pretty diplomatic way to approach it. But I mean, Mel is a bad bitch. She don't, anything that she adds to herself is just gonna be an enhancement. She looks good as fuck. So if it came down to that point and she just don't want to do it, then that just probably means she comfortable and the shit that she do, and that's just that. If he said he tried, he tried.
I also think too, I mean, as women, we know we gotta find that one. You know what I mean? Like we got a braid girl, we got a weave girl, we got a natural hair girl. I think Mel is just new, well, back in the city, trying to figure out, okay, which spot do I do it? And unfortunately, they tape multiple times a week, and I think we're just catching her trial and error because there's been a couple of wigs that hit, especially that blonde one.
But I think that Mel
I
did
like the blonde.
address. I think she did address some of this on an episode. I forgot which one, where she was just like, "That's not the type of girl I am. Like, I'm not into all that. I'm into. I'm just not into looks since my accident. I'm just into this state that I'm in, where it's not so much about vanity." I think she went on that rant.
I mean, she
I
still
mean,
looks good. She is nothing taken away from her looks, like when it comes to that. Like she looks good, period.
You,
how do we get on Mel's wigs?
Because
the,
Dub was
the
talking about Simone Biles and then, calling her ugly and all that stuff. But then somehow he was like, well, what y'all think about Mel's wigs?
The ladies don't like you calling Simone Biles unattractive.
I
They don't
see
like
that. I
that.
see that. I see
We
that,
were
man. I see
telling
that.
him he should use unattractive instead, and he said that's not keeping it real. And I said you don't
Yeah.
have to be rude to keep it real.
And he
Yeah,
said
he
she was
said that y'all were
ugly.
capping.
He said that she looked like a fish, and if you walk her through the hood, it would be dead silent.
And that's why I asked him what happened when he walked through, and he was 5'10" and fat.
He said he rolled
Nah, I'm
through.
not fat.
5'10" and
I
fat
like
is
that
crazy.
narrative though. That's funny as hell. You got me dying of it.
Deacon Dub
All
Hey yo,
right,
but no,
5'10".
but
we
I
got a
think
new
Mel looks
lady on the
great though.
stage. We have a new lady on stage. Tess,
Oh, hey.
are you there?
Hi. Yeah, I'm from London. Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. What if Mel just loves her wig? Just let her be. She might love it. Like, not everyone is about that life. Not everybody wants to have everything that everybody's doing and doing the same thing. So I feel like let her be. She could be enjoying it.
Your accent is fire.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
And that's
you.
a
Thank
good
you.
point, Tess.
Yeah, but that's it. So far. What else are
She
we
is
talking
All
about?
absolutely
right.
Let
she is absolutely correct.
I
yeah.
beautiful.
Let's let Mel's wig rest now. Let's put it on the
I think
put it on the
Mel's wig
table.
is like the white tee.
Joe, I want to ask you this. What do you think about this sassy generation? Like what's the vibes? Like what is it with the men that are so obsessed with this stuff? As you can see, everyone woman up here is kind of like, we don't really care too much. Hey, it is what it is. Men are so focused on our wigs, the lashes, the all that shit. Like what's your take?
Uh, I don't want to give a take because all that shit is mad noticeable to me too.
Yes, say it.
Like, I do notice those things on women. Now, speaking on it and having comments on it is a different thing, but the same way that ladies notice a well manicured and well groomed man, I don't think it's sassy if men recognize the same.
Yo, Joe, can I add something
Um,
to that quickly? You're a producer of a show, so it's okay for you to comment on it and say these things. But for everybody else that's just a fan of the show, I don't think they have the right to comment on women's business whatsoever as men.
Actually, Dash,
What?
as
What?
That's
as the
crazy.
producer of a show, as the producer of a
That was
show.
sucking mad OD. Yo, that was
All right, he's got to go for a second. Get him out of here. Um, Actually, as the producer of a show, Dash, you kind of have to be more careful about telling a woman about how she presents,
Okay, fair enough.
because that could get
I see
crazy.
how that was misconstrued. My
Actually,
bad.
it's gotten crazy before too.
But how so, Joe? Like, why could that get crazy?
uh, because let me tell you how that would read in the civil suit. In the civil suit, it's going to read, "My boss told me to try that my hair was ugly, or that I should try to be more presentable, or I should try to be more
It
attractive
reads
even
as
after
discrimination
even yeah
legally.
even after I told him I was comfortable, blah 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 blah." Like, come on. I don't have to tell y'all how that
Yeah,
goes.
because if you work for a big corporation and they came to you and they said, "Hey, your wig ain't laid," you would go straight to HR.
Also, Joe already experienced this with the See the Thing Is pod. That was an issue with one of the young ladies when he went up there and told them that they should dress a little bit more spicy. So he knows firsthand that you cannot do that.
And I never said that to, just for clarification, I never said that to one of them. I always addressed them as a whole.
Yeah.
And that could get funny, right? It was times where it'll be times where, I mean, just dealing with women, you got to be prepared for shit. You got to be prepared for them to just not be feeling the greatest sometimes. For them to, hey, it's raining out here. I don't feel like doing that. Hey, I'm going through something with my boyfriend, so fuck the world. Like, there's so many different stages that you got to pay attention to with women that are kind of ignored with men, or you just don't have to with men. So that's too tricky.
The amount of prep it takes, holy. You see them hour and a
And I,
half getting ready. It's a lot of effort, man.
I also think too, to add to like what you were just saying, Dash, it's also a lot of pressure as someone who sometimes has to, record and do things for my own content. Like I have to get ready. Like I can't just, whatever I have on, I'm just chilling and you know what, I'm gonna just go, I'm ready to shoot my stuff and I cut it on. No, I have to like sometimes I put on a little makeup, I change my outfit. Like I'll put thought and effort where with guys it's a lot more lax because when guys are looking at other guys' content, they're not looking at that. And although women were not presenting ourselves, so to speak, people don't even look at what we're trying to present or our content if we don't look good, which is kind of like backward. You would think the product would speak for itself in some of these lanes when it comes to women, but we have to put on our face foremost just to get people to look at what we're saying. So I think it's also a pressure with that Mel probably has also with having to get ready for it and look somewhat. I want to just be me and have be comfortable and a line of I'm also coming on this camera. I know it's gonna be recorded. I gotta be somewhat presentable to how the masses might want to actually see me.
But there is a such thing as pretty privilege, right? Like a lot of women get put in places because like they have talent, but they also look good, And I
Yeah.
feel like women know that we could benefit from looking good. So you gotta, it's like a double edged sword, You gotta take one end with the other end.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
And what's the difference between that and then people having their opinions about Ice and his wardrobe, Ice and his shoes? Like, I think that when you're on a broadcast for visual with visuals, people are going to critique you. I feel like that comes with the territory, and I feel like the difference is whether they're saying it to be, hateful, or if they're saying it to be like, hey, you need to make some adjustments. Like, do you guys feel like people are saying it in a hateful manner, or do you think people really feel like come on, like you can do better?
I feel like that's a really tricky one because I don't know if you can just go around telling somebody how they should dress because style is style. Like if he loves it, then what? How could we just keep saying why are you wearing those? Got them trainers on, or why is your t-shirt like that? I don't know if you should comment on. You can have your opinion, but I just don't like it. I think it's just tricky because that he could love his shit that he's wearing. Do you know what I mean?
He does too. I
Yeah, I
love
mean,
that.
yeah.
Right. And so
But
can I
also too, even if you're not even like commenting and saying things like it's kind of different because I think what society has this thing too with like with men, we could talk about men because men should be able to eat that. So like no matter what we kind of give to them, they should be able to just kind of suck it up and it is what it is. Whereas with women, handle them more delicate. You can't tell them they ugly, they're attractive, but you could call a man ugly every day and he's supposed to eat that. So I think there's also too a lot of this stuff is just that society stigma that's like above some of it that we kind of fall trapped to. So it's like we don't comment. We see commenting as ice as okay to do. Well, some people do, and then comment on melt. That's wrong to do.
Wait, y'all don't like Ice Iversons?
I don't have a problem with it.
I
listen?
don't care about
The,
it. I
I'm not
same. I
bothered.
don't. Yeah.
If he loves it, I love it.
Shit, I wear different
And
pair of ones every day.
he's
one
keeping.
thing you can't say about Ice, whether you like it or not, he has devoted himself to try to show up better, right? The nigga got Lasix, nigga got Invisalign,
The
nigga got
black beard.
the dot beard dye. Like he is committed to trying to appear better on camera.
Right. I think Ice look. I think Ice has his own personal style, as Tess said. But my thing is like things said in jest is different than talking about. I mean, I know I don't want to beat a dead horse, but like Mel's hair is almost kind of like, what you doing? This
Yeah, I
reflective on
agree.
you as a woman. Like it goes too far when you start talking about a woman and her choice of style. With Ice, it's like, okay, it's a joke. He dyed the beard jet black instead of 1B. Like that's funny. It's laughed off. It's like a joke for the moment. But with a woman, no disrespect to anybody up here or anyone in the community that said it, but this is what they do. Mel's hair is like this is why she's single. It's like, whoa, like how do we get from Mel having a bad wig to her relationship status? That's what happens with women, and that's why y'all have to tread lightly, because the men take it too far. Sometimes the women take it too far too.
Yeah, that's
Especially
nasty
the
work.
men in this community be taking it too far. I agree.
But you can't also hold like internet niggas to the same standard as real life niggas. Cause you know that if real life niggas seen her walking down the street, they not saying shit about a wig. Let's be real.
I was just about to say that.
That's a
I was about to
fact.
say, I'm
That's a
sure.
fact.
Yeah.
Wait. How do y'all know that that would be true for Mel, but y'all don't know that if Simone Biles was in the club with her do? Forget it, man.
They
We
do
was
know, Joe. That's the
we
Yeah,
was
y'all
problem.
defending
y'all
They
so
Simone.
full of
do
shit.
know.
Y'all are
They
so full
do
of
know. It's
shit.
just not nice to say.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
that's
I,
true.
I don't
That's
I,
think
true.
anybody's looking at male visually. I think that they're looking at her physically, a man, and saying, "Yeah, I want to talk to her." I don't think they're looking at her face and saying, "Oh yeah," or her hair. Just like Joe posed the conversation, white men love bad wigs. I mean, there's some truth to that.
Can I
I,
tell y'all, I'm so mad that they dubbed that topic as like just a joke. I was dead ass. I was so dead ass at that topic.
it was a
But
little weak. It was a little weak.
No, it's true though.
I
Like
had
every
never heard of
every
that
time you
before.
see a picture of a woman that's like a black woman with a white dude or like an extra rich white dude, like they always got a fucked up ass wig every time.
You
Now,
have to go
Horrible
on
hair.
TikTok because that shit is so funny. It's like you'll see like get ready with me to go be with my billionaire boyfriend or whatever. And it's a true statement. It's a true fact.
now I know that narrative, okay. So I was watching the Simone Biles segment with with a lady or whatever, and she was saying that when you made that point, she was like, "Well, Simone Biles would probably get a lot of white men. That would probably be her bag."
She definitely would get a lot of white men. Did you hear her voice and like all that? Like, yeah, they would
And
love that.
she's small. Like she fits that criteria for them for sure.
What is the importance of the optics? Like when you guys watch a show, how important is it on a scale of 1 to 10 somebody's looks, like how they look during that one episode?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
That's gonna elevate. I believe that is really important. I think optics are like it's like 50%. Like you can have great content and then it brings it up to a level to have people that are semi attractive or that look good or that we recognize or like Mel, she's like kind of like a sex symbol from our period, and I feel like those type of optics bring a lot of interest. It brings a lot of eyes.
I
But
think
does
the
she
key,
want to be a sex symbol though? I think that we keep saying that, but does she want to continue to be seen as that? I don't
You
I
think she
think
can't
does.
change you can't change how you're seen. Like you could, it doesn't matter what you want. Like she was out, she was a sexy video model. Like that's like the nostalgic vibes. It don't always have to really be a negative connotation to it. Like it could have a positive side to it, but it depends how you spin it.
I
I
think in
think
the
she always sees it
podcast
as
game.
negative. That's why. Like to her, it's now a negative connotation. So she tries to distance herself from being referred to that or, that being like a highlight of who she is kind of is today because to her, it's now a negative.
If we talking optics as a whole, when I was, if as a podcast watcher, it's only as important as you make it. Like you up your shit, so it's like, all right, I watched the Patreon to actually watch your shit. I used to watch Combat back in the day, you know what I'm saying, or even more so listen to it, but it wasn't as important to what they would bring. So when you start making it a focus, I'm gonna start watching more.
Yeah, I am a little bit different. I'm an audio listener, so like I don't normally watch the YouTube or anything else. So the optics aren't really that big of a focus to me. It's like whenever I see the clips or whenever I just feel like I want to sit down and put it on my TV, that which is like every once in a while, but most of the time I'm just literally listening. So as long as the audio comes through, then I'm good.
Dorian, I'm with you. So right now I'm gonna ask you guys: have you ever turned off a pod because somebody was dressed bad? Because somebody said 50%.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
No.
Nor a bad wig. None of that.
Well, they be saying I dress bad, and I don't really feel like that. So fuck them
For
niggas.
years.
I think
For
you used
years.
to, but you look great now. That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. Great. Thanks.
Yeah,
No, the
you
people
own
that
that shit.
bad, you just dress like you're ready for bed, if that makes sense.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
I enjoy it. I listen. I stand a comfortable king. Like I love it, but I'm not really too pressed on what y'all look like. I like the aesthetics of the set more than anything. Like what y'all have on, I could care less. I like the vibes. You know what I mean? And I also think that if the content is trash, you definitely need to look better than what you present. If the
So
content,
y'all name y'all top podcasts with ugly people. Since y'all say optics don't matter at all.
See, I don't know who's ugly though. Like,
Who said optics don't matter?
No, no. What I was saying was clothing and wigs and all that shit. I'm not talking about what the actual people look like. I'm talking about what they're wearing, their wigs and shit like that. That's what I'm referring to. And I don't think none of that shit matters because I listen to the audio first. I'm here for the entertainment. I'm here for the pod. I don't care what these guys look like.
Honestly, Mel is the first person that I've listened to on a pod, and I thought, and I've had certain questions about physical appearance. That's now on. See, the thing is with Mandy, when she started not wearing makeup, I did have a thought about it watching the visual, but mostly I don't have a thought about their physical appearance.
See, I feel like people don't have thoughts because we already know what they look like. We envision them as being attractive individuals. Like nobody on the show is just ugly. And it's like, it's mentally more pleasing, I think. I think it would be a lie to act like people's appearance, what they look like, the optics, all that stuff doesn't matter because it's a mental picture. Yeah, you don't have to be staring at the video of the person, but you're imagining the person speak when you listen.
Now, with movies, I will admit, in TV shows, I have cut off TV shows if the main character was too unattractive. Like the one TV show, what was The Handmaid's Tale or some shit like that? I had to stop watching that show because the main character, I'm sorry, she was just too unattractive for me. I couldn't get jiggy with it.
what about men? I mean, you named three women scenarios. Are you have any men that you think are unattractive and you'll stop watching because this is all female focused? Just from your examples.
I like I said, I really don't have. It's very rare for me to feel like I'm not going to watch something. Like the three that I've named with the lady from Handmaid's Tale, Mandy one time, I thought that, but not really. Like I really, it's this one male actor, but I can't remember his name. And it's only because of his nose, but not really. Not really. That's not really something that catches me for TV shows or podcasts. It's very rare.
You talking about a black man nose? It's kind of racist.
It was actually a white man.
Okay. 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 We good.
Is there like a best dressed podcast?
Rory and Mal.
What?
No.
Ooh.
What?
I ain't
Doko,
gonna
you don't
front.
need a
Maul could
hand too.
dress. Maul could
You could just
dress.
talk,
Don't
Doko.
Maul could
Yeah,
dress. I ain't gonna front. He could dress.
Doko,
I'm
go ahead, bro.
just for real, like, y'all really let Creflo Dollar come up here and say all that bullshit. Like, this nigga, man.
Re-
Creflo Dollar is crazy.
Repeat what he said and then
This
respond to
nigga
it, bro.
said he wants to buy, just for example, I ain't trying to, but this nigga said he wants to buy jelly, black jelly, from Amazon, a white platform. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Same one who said Timon couldn't
I'm
walk through the
tripping.
hoods while he
You
I'm
was five
tripping.
ten in the
punk
back.
looking nigga.
And he a deacon.
Y'all let this nigga,
Deacon Dub.
very ungodly of this nigga, to come up here and say all that bullshit about this black queen that'll literally jump circles around this nigga. Come on, man. This is crazy.
Oh shit, Dub trying to respond.
Well,
Whoa, what they fighting about now?
Doko basically called Dub out on his bullshit. He wanted to buy black jelly from a white platform.
That's just one example. What happens when you buy the black jelly and you don't like it, nigga? You about to go back to the white jelly? Like, what the fuck? What?
Y'all not fighting over jelly, are y'all?
Nah, Joe. I'm fighting over just the sentiment of this nigga preaching dumb shit. Like, and I wasn't up here to give my pushback, so now I'm here and I'm a little late. But yeah, yeah.
Now go for it, Doko, and I'll probably try to bring him back on stage so you could
I mean, now
talk
I'm
to him
just
one
talking
time.
to dead air because he's not here. But this it just don't. I was on the treadmill and that shit.
All right,
You know
he's
what I'm
up
saying?
here now.
Let's start with
All
the
right,
black jelly, my
first
nigga.
off, thank you for letting me back up, my brother. Listen, first off, I want to say this. I did say Amazon. Yes, I did say that. But I also did say, if you were listening correctly, I said you can go to their sites, whatever, do whatever to support them. Just make it happen. That's what I clearly said.
Okay, you're still wrong, but that's okay. Because those hosting sites like Shopify is also owned by white people.
Clearly, you're not listening. I did not say Shopify. I said you can go to their direct
If they
website.
make a site on Squarespace, it's still sponsored by white people, nigga. We
What are you
still gotta
talking
go
about?
through
How do
that.
you know that they go to Squarespace? You so dumb and you so look. I make websites, nigga. That's how you so dumb. You don't gotta go to Squarespace or
You
Strikingly
use
or all
WordPress?
of these other
You use
platforms to make
WordPress?
a website. If you know coding, if you are smart, you can create a website without doing all of that. You can create a website if you know how to work. Do the work.
Okay. All right. So go get a white man to, I mean, go get a black man to make your computer then. It's still
Bro, I
coming
was in
through
the
white
mouse
people,
squad in
nigga.
New York City. I was in the mouse squad here, Geek Squad. I did that here in New York City. I did that. I fixed computers. That's who you talking to.
You
I
fixed
want to know
computers.
what
You
number
didn't
place
build
you
one.
think you in line with the Lord after you gave that description of Simone and you a
No,
deacon.
I'm sorry. Listen, yeah, you're right. I'm a baby in Christ too, though. I got to be honest with that.
You full of shit, nigga.
Listen. I'm being honest. I'm being I'm being completely honest, right? You can still call
Cause
a
that
person
sent your ass to
ugly.
the back of the
You can
line. Just
call
want to
a
let
person. No,
you
you
know.
no. That's not true. That's not true. I'm being honest to my heart. Nobody in here could judge me but God. So that's number one, right? That's one. So all
And
y'all
you
stop
should
with
be
that.
judging that
You could
woman.
judge wigs, but you can't judge. We can't judge you, but you
I'm
could
not
judge
judging
wigs,
a
bro.
person.
Come on.
I'm not even judging her. I'm telling you my preference.
That
I think
woman,
she's ugly.
that
You,
woman
I told you
was
what
made in
I
God's
think.
Whoa.
image, nigga. Who are you to question God's creation, nigga?
Nigga, I'm a man of God, and that ain't my woman. My
Who are
woman
you to
look better than
question
her.
God's creation, nigga? Huh? Who are you to God's creation? God's
Nigga,
image.
Yo,
I'm the
Who
nigga
are
Doko,
that's
you
not.
to
I'm the
Doko, I
nigga
question
that
want
God's
won't
you.
pay
Hold
for
on,
her
hold
creation?
on, hold
rent.
on.
I'm the nigga that won't pay her
Yo,
rent.
hold
So look,
on, mute up, mute up.
all
She
right,
don't
Yo,
need you to pay
Doko,
her
your
rent, nigga.
mic is a little bit low, and Doko, your microphone's a little low, bro. I want you to have a fair one in this one. So if you could get a way to talk with
You
a
can hear me?
more clear mic,
I
bro.
was on my Beats Studio headphones. My bad. You can hear me?
Perfect,
That's
perfect,
the worst
perfect.
plug ever.
he's on some bum ass headphones.
Go ahead,
Bro, I'm
Doko.
on your bum ass opinions talking about women, but you a man of God. Nigga, this why niggas don't like going to church, cause trifling niggas like you.
Nah, come on in. I invite you because you need the truth. You need the truth. You want to
I
walk in
don't
the
want
streets
nothing you
and be all
speaking in
tough, but
church,
not come in
nigga.
front of God.
I don't want to go to no church you talk about.
Listen,
You talk about a black woman who's made in the image of God, nigga, and you talk about she ugly? Come on, bro. You look like a fucking
yo,
low
bro,
budget Corey Holcomb, nigga.
you
If
know
you
what
don't
you're
go
doing
home,
right now. You know what you're doing right now. You are what they call it, caping. That's what you're doing right now, bro. Like if you want to save
call
all
it
of,
what you
if you
want.
want to, you can't save
Call it what
everybody.
you
That's
want.
one thing
Heathen,
God said. You
nigga.
cannot save everybody. You cannot save
And
everybody.
God
That's one
ain't
thing
gonna
you can't do.
save
You
you up
cannot
here
save
talking like
everybody.
this heathen.
I'm talking from my heart. I'm talking from my heart. I'm sorry, I got a pure heart, brother. So look, I got a pure heart. I
That's
can
not
tell you
pure,
somebody being
nigga.
ugly or not.
Call it again.
Yes,
That's
it
not the
Calling
is.
a
Because I
Lord
say a
woman of
talking to
person,
you.
God
if I
That's
say a
the
is not
person,
devil
pure.
if I
talking
think
to
a person's
you.
unattractive, that's not pure. That sounds stupid
You didn't
Simone
say
is not
unattractive.
ugly though. Simone
You
is
didn't
not
say
to
ugly.
unattractive.
me. To
You said she
me.
was
To
ugly.
me. To
But
me.
Deacon, yeah, Deacon, you said that the men.
You
You
can
started off
say
by
that.
saying,
Why can't
but
you say a person is
Deacon,
Yo, Dub,
ugly?
but
Dub, let
Deacon,
people talk, bro. Dub, let people talk one by
Deacon.
one, please.
You started off by saying that they were capping, right? You said, we have to be honest, you're capping. So you made it seem like it was an objective statement that Simone was unattractive. And then now you're saying, well, it's just me, it's to me. But you didn't start it off by saying that. You were saying that you said she was ugly, and then you proceeded to list all the reasons why you think she's ugly, as if that was some objective fact. And it wasn't objective.
And said the
It
whole
is
hood
a
would think she
fact.
was
It is
ugly
a it
too.
is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. If you come to my hood right now, if you come to
Nobody
Queens,
gives a fuck about your hood, nigga.
but bro, I'm being honest. I'm being very transparent. Forget about my hood then. If you just bring her around a bunch
Hey,
of black
hey,
dudes
if you
or
took her to
whatever,
church,
she's
what the
ugly,
church gonna
bro.
say?
She ugly and talented.
If you took her to your church, what your church gonna
What?
say?
What?
Nah, come
They
on.
make listen. You gotta be real. Listen. You gotta be real. A lot of y'all not being real here. You're not being real. People in the church, everybody in the church everybody has their own
What
story,
church you go
right?
to so we can not go? Go
So
ahead
Listen,
we
and
it
can
don't
say it.
stay the
even matter.
far
It don't
away
even
from
Stand
that
on
matter.
it.
motherfucker.
Just
Stand on
don't
it.
just don't go to TD Jake's church. Just don't go to TD Jake's church. How about
Nigga,
that
you
one?
a biggest
Oh
Listen,
heathen as
Lord.
he is, nigga.
listen. All right, if you say that, then
Not
whatever. Listen,
dub
you
or
just saying
power
words. Listen,
bottom.
I'm not calling you no
No,
names.
no.
Listen, one thing I'm not doing here, I'm not calling you no names, right? But one thing I'm talking about is Simone Biles to me and her being ugly and walking through with my homies in my hood. She's gonna be ugly, 100% fact. If you over here saying that and just trying to get me pushback, then whatever. But you're lying though. Like if you're a woman saying it, total different story because but if you're a man
So a
saying that,
nigga
you're
How
that
you
lying.
would
gonna
want to
tell me what I'm
potentially fuck
attracted
the
to?
girl is lying because he's saying she not ugly. I'm
What?
lying,
Say that again.
huh? The nigga that would
What, you
want
want
to
to fuck her? You
potentially
said?
fuck the girl
You
is
said?
lying.
Yo, Let Doko finish and then go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
So
Doko. But how
so
you gonna
so
tell
so a
somebody who
man
attracted?
So a man who would be able to fairly judge a woman because he would maybe potentially want to fuck that woman is caping or capping because I said that you lying saying that she's an ugly girl. That's crazy. I thought it was, what you're attracted to.
So, do you want to fuck her, or are you really just attracted to her? Which one is it now?
You want to fuck people you're attracted to, right?
That's not true. I'm from the hood.
What the
Nigga,
fuck does
what?
that mean?
Deacon
What
Dub,
does that
Stick
mean?
to one
Hey, y'all
argument.
niggas is confusing the
Niggas in
shit
the
out of
hood
me, man.
fuck for a lot of reasons, and not being attractive is sometimes,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's not
Exactly.
a
I'm right.
requirement.
I'm right.
Exactly.
I'm
Deacon
right.
Dub,
So,
All
can I
right,
ask
what
you
do
a question?
Christians do?
Doko, hold
yo,
on.
bro,
Deacon Dub, can
what
I
do
ask you?
Christians do? Like, what do I do? I go for the heart, and I go for looks. I go for heart and looks. So it gotta add up a little bit. It's
You
not
gotta
gonna
look at
be just
yourself first, nigga.
yeah. You're right, and I did, and I look good. So all for me
You
because I'm
don't.
not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. I'm
Uh,
not talking about
You
me.
are we
don't.
gonna do
You
a
talking
rating?
about me?
Okay, hold on. Are we gonna do a rating? Because we have a lot of ladies on stage. Maybe they could rate you real quick and come back. What do you think, bro? Is
Please.
that
Yeah,
Let's
nice
like
to
do
keep
do?
it
it.
100, please. Like keep it because I know I'm not ugly.
We already
Let's
said
do
he
it.
5'10". He not even going over
Dub,
a seven.
we need a full body pick. We need a full body pick.
You want
Dub,
one
are
right
you
now? Who I will DM
Post your
all the ladies
arms,
send me a
nigga.
request.
Yeah,
post
just
And
post
look,
it
look.
in
I
the
gotta get the
reply.
white. I got look.
Post your arms.
Post it
Yo,
Put
in
look.
it
I
in
just
put it in
told.
Be
the
put it in
like
the
comments.
Jameson and
comments.
reveal
Put it in the
yourself.
comments.
Make a comment to the space
All right,
and
bet I'm
just
gonna do it right
and
now. I'm
drop
gonna
your
do it right now.
picture. Drop it.
I
Full
lost
body.
65 pounds. I lost 65 pounds in the last
Full
year and a
body.
half too.
65
Good
from
luck
Congratulations,
on
what?
your
You could
journey.
you
don't
could comment
What
try to
was
like
disclaimer it. Just put it up there.
Deacon Dub? What was the starting weight though? 65 minus what?
I was two. Well, how much I weigh? Cause I was like
Boy, you
257.
know. Stop
I
playing.
was like two. Yeah, I was about 257. About 257. No. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm
he
lying.
think
I'm
because he a bad bitch now he could talk about Simone. That's what it is.
Ah,
Are you gonna post the full body pic in the
That laugh
comments
is
or no?
minus 3 points, nigga.
Deacon Dub, post the full body in the chat.
And he not even 6 feet. He 5'10". So you probably not even over a seven just off that
Niggas always
alone.
add an
I
inch, so
got
he's
you. I
probably
got you. I
five
got
nine.
you. I got you. I got you.
It's
So
always
Whoa,
the
listen.
whoa,
fat
whoa,
nigga that
whoa,
got skinny
whoa,
that want to talk
Wake it
about
whoa.
up.
women.
Wake it up.
Profile pic alone, maybe a 6.
Why the fat nigga that
Oh
gets skinny always
shit!
want to talk
Damn.
about girls? That's crazy.
Say less. Hold up.
Y'all see how
Hurry
Jameson
up,
look.
nigga. You should
We
have
We'll
him
need
in
talk
your
about it.
we
library
need
Be
for your
nice. Be
section.
nice.
and we need one without
Be
the hat.
nice.
We
Be
need one.
nice.
don't be trying to
Don't be
find
hating
your
on
old
Jameson,
picture
bro.
now.
I got some. I just posted it right now. I just posted it.
Is it without the hat, Deacon Dub?
It's without the heat. That's without the hat. Fresh cut, actually.
They about to fry this nigga.
Cook
Yeah, I
this
can't
nigga.
wait,
Fillet.
man. I can't wait.
He
Dash,
don't he
Dash,
don't even
pin
see it
it.
coming.
Dash, can you pin it to the? Because I don't feel like looking.
Oh,
Sorry, what'd you
Yeah.
posted
say?
in the
They about
posted
to
in the
put
top,
add him
J.
to the
Put that
group
shit on
chat.
the
Put it on the
jumbotron,
jumbotron.
Dash.
Sorry,
I
repeat that.
don't see
Repeat that.
it. I'm looking.
Put it on the jumbotron. The tweet. Pin it to the
I think any speaker can do that. I feel
Oh
like
yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah, there
And
was one time that we got porn. We had porn on our summer jam screen because a speaker brought it up. So any speaker could bring anything up. Trust me, we know.
yeah, I won't oblige. It's just the category weren't
I'm gonna
my
post
favorite.
another one.
You're definitely a 5.
I don't
Oh
see it,
shit.
I
Lena. You
don't
posted
see
it
it.
to the jumbo.
Post it to the chat where it says 79. Click that and post it.
Yo, not too
Nah,
much
that's
on the
where you
guys that are
put it. We
5'10"
trying to
either,
get it to
man.
the
Like,
jumbo screen so
come
everybody
on.
can see it. Oh, here we go. Here go one.
They
You from
don't.
the
They don't
you took
even
it from the
sound
side,
like they
nigga. You
ready
think
to
you
give a
slick.
good grade.
I want to see this
He's standing
so bad.
he's standing from the
Okay,
side.
we'll go around the room. Feats, Lena,
Where is it?
Dorianne, Donay.
Where is it?
Let's
I
go.
can't
Get a
oh
rating.
now.
I don't even see it.
Look in
I
the
don't see
jumbo,
it.
y'all. I just put one. And he got it from the side. He think he's slick. Fuck out of here.
I can't see it still. Hold
Yeah, I
on.
don't see it at all.
I don't
Look
see
at
it.
the main space at the
If you
top.
if you scroll to the top of the space, you'll see it on the
All
summer
right,
jam
okay.
screen.
Hold on 1 second.
You know, I'm actually going to say I feel like you should post a different picture because we can't get your full face with that picture. Um,
Why
Where's
are
your
you standing sideways, bro? Like a dead on picture. You can't.
Oh my god, I see it.
Hold
I
on.
see it. I see it.
I'm gonna put another one. I got
Like I
you.
said,
so
man, get Creflo Dollar the fuck up out of
Dub?
here, man.
Deacon
Yeah,
Dub.
if you don't get this fucking suit out of here, nigga,
You look like
can
your
we
name is
see how you
Arthur.
look relaxed? The fuck is this?
Okay.
Show us
Yo,
on your
Joe, my
couch.
fit is
Wait,
fire.
wait,
That
wait.
fit is
We have
fire
to
right
rate
there.
it.
That
Nah,
fit
your
is
shoulders
Nah,
fire.
is
get the
mad
fuck out of
high,
here.
nigga.
That fit is
Relax.
fire.
That
Chill
Michael
out. Chill
Strahan
out.
suit, nigga.
the head is giving extra
You look like
big.
you need to take a deep breath.
Oh man, I
Hellion
love
Regis
y'all.
head
I
ass
love y'all
suit.
right now. I love y'all right
You
now.
cannot call Simone ugly. I'm
You can never call
sorry.
nobody ugly, nigga.
Hold on.
Okay,
Whatever.
well,
Listen,
hold on,
I
hold on.
know I
One
look
mic, one
good.
mic, one mic. Hold on.
Simone
Joe,
Biles.
rate the fit. Joe, rate the fit. Then the ladies will rate him real quick. Come on, let's
Nah,
Nah,
the
go.
men get the rate to fit too.
I'm not mad at the suit for wherever he's going, but just for a regular fit, like a just calm day, this is too much going on. I don't need to see mustard pants while you calling bitches ugly. You got to just put on a regular pant. Regular pant if we call them bitches ugly. I see you went with the
You'd have been cool with
contrast
khaki.
up top. I see what he did, but this ain't for the fit off.
All right, so put a number on it, Joe. What's the number? 1 through 10.
Well, did he come in the club like this? Where are we? Are
Dub,
we in the
answer that.
club?
Oh no. Listen, I went to an event. I
No,
went
no,
to
I
an
don't
event.
care where you
What
went.
type of event,
I'm
man?
talking about in our imaginary scenario where we told you to upload a pic. Where did we want to see
Joe, he
him?
went to say less. He went to say less.
No,
Oh
hell
no!
no, not
All
like
right.
that. You don't
Right.
wear
Like
that to say
if
less.
this was supposed to be the I got my shit on pick, it failed.
Yeah, I want to see your
No,
say
that.
less pic, not your church pic. I want to
Yeah,
see
this
your
is
I
on the way
got
to
that shit
church.
on pic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
But
want to
this
see the
was his
communion
choice.
Wait,
plate,
Joey,
nigga.
hold on. You want the Balenciaga shirt? That's what you
This
want?
was a
That
choice,
the
Deacon.
It's giving,
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
give
yeah,
you a
it's
chance
deacon.
to do one more, but if this is say less, I'm going with a stern 2 or 3.
Get him out of here.
A stern too is crazy. This was a choice, Deacon. Why did you pick this?
You had all the choices in the world.
And Deacon, I'm calling cap on that 5'10". I ain't gonna hold you. That looks a smooth
Nigga
That
is a
5'8".
looks
good
like a
five
smooth
seven.
5'8".
That's
That's
a
a
five
good
eight.
8.
That's
That's
a five
definitely
eight.
a 5'8".
Simone Biles is dubbing this. I ain't gonna lie.
Get
She
him
dubbing
out of
this,
here.
Deacon.
She not even taking you to
She's
her
not.
buildings,
This is
nigga.
not getting no cat calls in the hood. I promise you.
None at all.
I'm trying to figure out what the pants is made out of. It's
All
not
right,
leather.
all right, all right. Now that you guys have figured out the fit, Feats,
Corduroy.
Lena, Dorianne, Jonay, rate them.
I'm gonna say a 6. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say a 6.
I'm
You
gonna
are
give
Sure.
it. Yeah.
you're a beautiful 4.
Oh,
5. I can't see the full face.
Whoever said 6 was a saint. I'm gonna give it a 4.
6 from the side profile.
Cold blooded.
Jesus.
I'm
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna
fucking
give it
crazy.
5.5. 5.5.
What's the
It's
average on
just
that?
it's just Deacon. It's just Deacon. I don't
All
know about.
right, all right, Dub. What say you? The highest rating you got was a 6.
I ain't gonna lie, I love all of this right now. You gotta love the internet, man.
Dash, mute Danny.
No, that's hate. No, he's not the one talking shit about the women, bro.
No, no, his mic was open.
You rating
Uh,
the fit? You rating the fit, Danny?
Yeah, I wasn't hating. I wasn't hating.
Nah, man, I gotta stay on the mask. Y'all already called me a traffic light. There's people doxing me from 12 years ago. Go off that pic.
Yo, you don't like the name traffic light, bro? For real?
It would be cool if it was done in the context of support, but it was done in the context of shade, so I don't like it.
Hold on, not you getting mad at Shade, the Shade King.
No, I'm not the shade king. I fuck with the pod. That's all.
Because why you don't want to be seen, Danny?
I mean, I'll be seen. I might the ice video I do.
Cause
You
he
might see
looked
me.
like Dub
We
too.
saw him already. He wasn't marketable.
Nigga looked like Kermit.
That's hate.
Joe Budden
That was hate.
was
Can
more
somebody just
marketable.
give us a description so I can mentally picture this man?
I saved
Danny?
the pic. Let me go
You talking
find
about
the pic.
Danny?
Yo, I'm
Get
about
the
to.
pic, Joe.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Leave the
Danny?
guy alone. Leave the guy
Nah,
alone,
I
man. He's
can
not.
give
Joe
the
the
he
Danny
hit
doxing
me in
me.
pic
the
if we
hallway at
really need the
school.
Danny pic. That shit was all in our group chat.
Listen. That pick is not fair to me. I got a better pick. I was good looking, and that you don't play me. Don't play me.
If you down to
Hmm.
upload the better pick, then I won't go search for the old pick that we
Nah, I
had.
want you to search
So
that. I
you
want you
gotta
to.
do it, or they
Danny,
gonna
you
do it?
taller than 5'10"?
I'm 5'10". I really am 5'10".
Mm,
I'm
Yo,
really
not too much
5'10".
on the guys that are 5'10", bro. What the hell's
But I'm
happening
not.
here,
I'm
bro?
tall. I'm as tall as most guys I meet. But there's 6 foot dudes are taller than me.
Of
Um,
course, you 5'10".
no, but I'm saying I'm not fake 5'10" is what I'm saying. Like that other dude.
Yeah, we're
Did you?
real 5'10s over here.
Danny, at
I feel
least
like
the
men
man. Hold on,
always
wait.
add an inch.
Hey, at least he had the balls to show his face, though, nigga. You can't talk about nobody.
I don't know. After the way these ladies talked about him, I don't know if that's balls, bro. We
Yeah, I
probably
bet,
should.
because you ain't cute, nigga.
Yo, Danny,
You think?
just it's all
You
good.
think?
Just don't worry about this.
Don't worry about what.
Don't post yourself for a rating, bro.
Oh
Avoid.
Dash,
man.
don't save
Abort.
that
Abort.
nigga. Don't save him.
Doko, did you post this? Doko, did you post yourself?
I've been posting myself, and all the shorties in here can ask. They can say it, nigga. Don't play with
Did they?
me.
Did they
Oh,
rate? Did they
careful,
rate
Danny.
you?
That means he fucked a few of the girls in here. You got to be
Oh,
careful.
is that
No,
true?
that's not what it mean. That's not what it
No,
mean.
no. He has a
That
wife.
just mean I
He has
got
a
a better
wife.
chance than
Chill
Anytime a
out.
Danny,
nigga say
Joe.
ask the ladies, it's like, all right.
I mean, on Twitter. But, nobody said he did it. So now I'm like, maybe, nah.
Deacon, we
Exactly.
appreciate you for offering yourself up like
Yeah,
this.
you was a good sport, Deacon.
Nah,
Yeah.
where's the better pick though? I want the better
DOE,
pick.
baby, listen. Hey, yo, no,
Thank
no,
you for
no.
sacrificing yourself as tribute.
Yeah, you got to
That's
do that.
that's messed up.
Yeah, that's what
Love
they
your
say in
confidence.
church. You gotta
Love your
sacrifice
confidence,
yourself.
Deacon.
You absolutely right.
Again,
That's why I
i-
did it.
if you are in the audience and you want to come up here and share, or you have something to say, or you want the beautiful ladies on stage to judge your best fit, please just raise a hand.
This
Request to
actually,
come up.
was
Please,
Uh
nigga.
oh, there
yeah,
go a
go
nigga
ahead and
named
submit
Q.
y'all
All right,
picture.
see that lady's got the hands going. Uh oh,
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead and
seeing a
submit
lot of
y'all picture.
hands. Hey Q, if you were serious with the, oh, he put 100 up. I'm bringing him up. I'm bringing up Q.
this would be a good idea for the
Tweet
JDC
y'all
to
picture to the
Ooh.
space so I could pull it in the jumbotron, please.
Yes,
We
Danny,
please
want
send
the
shut
your
up.
video
pictures
to get
in,
rated.
please.
Tweet in the space so I could pull it in the jumbotron.
Yeah, have
Yo,
your
next.
best pictures ready, please, please. All right, let's send Deacon down for a minute.
Yo, Deacon, salute. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You held it down.
Yeah, you did all right. That suit was ass, but he still did all right.
He was a good sport.
It was ass for say less, I'm saying. All right, I'm seeing a lot. Frank is down here. Frank, you shirtless, nigga. You're not coming up. You got to put a shirt on to come up here. I'm not bringing up shirtless men. I can't. It's against my religion.
That's hate, Joe.
You
Major
got to
hate.
you got to get dressed. You got to get
Telling
dressed
a nigga to
first.
put a virtual shirt on is crazy.
All right, let's see. I'm in the request now. Let's see. Lovelace. Let's try him.
Oh, that's
Shells. What's going on here? Oh, it must be no more room. All
Yeah,
right,
you
is
just
this
had
guy?
room for one.
Wow. All right, is this guy up
Enthused.
here?
Yeah, he's up here. Lovelace, enthused. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, man, I was coming up here to talk